All right, stomp it out. Stomp it out.
Right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. Now, it's been hard to find things to photograph, and sometimes you just don't feel like getting out there to do anything, especially with everything going on and the standard being to stay indoors. It's just hard to get creative sometimes, you know? I just get in a creative rut sometimes and struggle to find ideas, even though it seems like everyone else is spitting out creative idea after creative idea. And you just have to remind yourself that it's okay to be less creative sometimes, to feel less creative, as long as you keep moving forward and pushing through that wall. Because sometimes when you push yourself to get out there, you get a little creative, and that gives you the freedom to become more creative, and then more creative and more creative. Then you start to feel good, and before you know it, the creative juices are flowing. And even though I wasn't feeling so creative and was running short on ideas, I thought of this one idea that I had back in March when I did water photography. I mean, the opposite to water is fire, so maybe there'll be a fire photography episode down the line. So I decided to get out there, and it was time to execute on fire photography. Spoiler alert, it didn't go as expected. I learned a lot. There was some small fires and some really big, dangerous fires. It got a little crazy. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back for another episode. We're here for another photography episode. So I'm gonna take advantage of being out here in the big open space and set some things on fire. We got 3 shots lined up that I think are gonna come out really cool. So let's get started on those. Quick disclaimer for this video: fire is dangerous. Play at it with your own risk. We are being careful with water and buckets and stuff to keep safe out here. So at your own risk, try this at home, or don't try this at home. The first photo I wanted to get was burning newspaper in front of me as I took a portrait shot, and I wanted to be safe about it. So I had water, a bottle of water, and a bucket to put the newspaper in after I was done burning it. We got the first shot set up, and I'm just gonna stand in front of the camera, do a portrait of this fire photography with the newspaper. My sister here is gonna help me with taking the photo because it'll be kind of hard to get the newspaper in focus and do everything myself. Bucket's ready to put the newspaper in there once I'm done, and hopefully this turns out well. And we don't burn the place down. There you go. Are you nervous?
No.
Okay, 'cause I am. I'm so nervous. How much fire? How much fire? All right, ready?
Yes.
I wasn't really too sure what to expect, but I was expecting big flames. That didn't really happen. I think that's it.
Beat it with a stick.
Beat it with a stick?
Yeah, it works.
This has a lot of air. It's out. Oh, no it's not.
You gotta mix it up after you throw it. There you go. It's out.
Hopefully we got some cool stuff because that was our only newspaper. I was hoping for huge flames. Didn't end up going that way, but we can still probably save it later. For this second shot, we found some newspaper that was crumpled up. We wanted to set it on fire and just stomp on it and take a picture of that. So we found some crumbled up newspaper, so we're just gonna have fun with this one and pretend like it's being, well, we are actually gonna stomp it out. So I'm gonna actually set it on fire. Melanie's gonna stomp it out, and I'm just gonna take a picture of it. And I think this one's gonna come out like a cool action shot. Sick. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Oh God, I'm kind of scared.
All right, stomp it out, stomp it out.
Right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God!
All right, all right. I can see the hesitation in the photos.
Listen, it was kind of bigger than I anticipated. We
somehow managed to get some pretty big flames on this one. You got all this fire going around your leg.
Yeah, I could feel that fire. It was like burning off my hair.
All right, those came out pretty cool. All right, shot number 2 is this frame that I got from the dollar store. And I'm just gonna set it on fire while I hold it in front of me. Another portrait shot. This one was just unfortunate. Did it go up?
No.
It's just drying.
What?
It's
That's not how hand sanitizer works.
Nothing at all. Hand sanitizer is not setting on fire. I don't know why. Okay, this is rubbing alcohol. Maybe this will work better. I tried so many things to get this thing to set on fire, but the frame just would not set on fire. I tried hand sanitizer spray, regular hand sanitizer, rubbing alcohol. Nothing was doing it. Oh my God, why is it doing this? Okay, this was a failure. Couldn't get the frame to set on fire for some reason. The alcohol, the hand sanitizer didn't work. Don't know what to do. Hopefully the next one turns out better. Here we are trying to do shot number 3, and hopefully this one I could get to set on fire because the frame picture I could not. We have a globe here that I want to set on fire, and I put it on top of this really cool looking barrel that I think will give it a nice look. and the camera is over here, and I'm just gonna be behind it, watching the world burn. Hopefully we get some success on this one. Okay, this one started the same way as the frame. It would not set on fire. I tried the hand sanitizer again, rubbing alcohol, coating it, and it just wouldn't go up. So eventually I just asked my dad for help to see if he had anything that would set this on fire.
You don't mind if this burns?
No.
Who wants it to burn?
Oh yeah, I got gasoline. Will it work on it? Yeah.
That thing went up so quick. I actually had to even lean back a little bit, but don't play with gasoline. It is extremely flammable and dangerous.
That worked really well.
All right, so finally the gasoline worked and we got a shot of it burning. I'm pretty happy that we got that one to go up in flames because that's the one that I was looking for that whole time. And after hours of trying to get things to set on fire with some success and some not, I'm really glad that that one came up and just set on fire. So how did the photos turn out? Okay, so we got a few shots of the newspaper set on fire and those came out pretty well, exactly how they were supposed to. Wish they were a little bit bigger on the flames, but this last one came out great with the newspaper in front of me in focus and everything else blurred in the background. The flames were perfect. Oh yeah, this stomping one was awesome. There was so much fire going around my sister's leg. She hesitated a little bit, but she did it and we got the shot and it came out pretty cool. Okay, so the frame one that I couldn't get on fire, it just wasn't happening. Nothing was setting on fire, but I still wanted to get the shot that I would have gotten if it would have set on fire. So I went ahead and threw this bad boy into Photoshop, and this is the final result. I think it looks pretty realistic, and I think it actually looks the way it would have if it set on fire the way I wanted it to. I like this portrait shot more than the newspaper one itself. And then finally the globe one that we used the gasoline to set it on fire. This is the king of fire shots right here. So what I ended up doing was, because flames are going in all directions throughout the burst of pictures that we took, I photoshopped 3 of them together, but I'm so glad that I thought of doing that because it looks so cool with all that fire coming off of it in all different directions. This one's definitely my favorite. Like, there's no doubt about it. So yeah, there we have it. I finally did fire photography. I've been waiting months and been wanting to do it forever, and I finally executed it and got it done. Really glad I didn't burn the whole place down and set anything on fire. So if you do this, again, please be careful. Thank you guys for watching yet again another episode. Please consider liking and subscribing if you aren't already, and I'll catch you guys next time.